Hello, it's Cold Soda here, and I'm bringing you a little bit of Destiny gameplay on the PlayStation 4. Um, I just thought I'd get on here and tell you guys about the first time I did a blind date. Now, I know what you're thinking. I mean, oh wow, you're too young. You're only 12, probably. No, actually, I'm 15. I mean, and awesome. But no, there's not that much stuff to do around here. We met at school and all. I told her I'll go on ahead and take her out to a restaurant of her choice. She ended up picking a restaurant around here called 2J's. So, what I did was I went on ahead and we met up through one of my friends. I'm not gonna say any of their names. That's probably obvious. But so I go on ahead. I talked to her and she's like, "Hey, so and so really likes you." I'm like, "Oh, cool, okay." And keep in mind, I'm kind of nervous with the females. Okay, I mean, I'm not the best there is. I don't know why, probably for obvious reasons. By now you can probably find out. Well, not by now, but by the end of the story, but... So, I go on ahead and I told my mom, just give me a ride up to, the town, and she's like, okay, and I'm like, I'm just gonna meet up with some friends, and yada yada yada. And so she takes me up there, and I'm like, I get up there and all, I meet up with her, and I say, hey, how's it going, and all, and she's, sitting there, and I don't really know what I'm going on about now, but no, she's sitting there on the bench and all waiting for me, and usually it's the other way around. I go on ahead, I go up to her, I say hi, how's it going, and I finally meet her for the first time. She's not too bad looking or anything. I've seen her around school and all, but so I go on ahead and go to the restaurant, and I'm not very good with females, so I have like index cards. I think like so I can start up topics. I think one was politics, puppies, stuff like that, stupid stuff and all, to start up conversations. And when I thought she wasn't looking, I go on ahead and I pull out the one for politics. And she caught me with it, and she's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing." And like I throw the cards behind me as fast as I could. And she just sits there and laughs at me, and she's like, "Oh, just to be cool and all. Like, you really don't need those things." And I'm sitting there and I'm like freaking out and about to have a panic attack. I can't go without these. I don't know what I'll do. I'm freaking out, and also she's like, "Oh, just take it easy." And so the waiter comes up to us and all, and asks us what we want. I asked for a water with lemon. I don't know why I had to have the lemon. I just felt like it, but not like a sliced lemon, like a lemon I could cut on my own. I don't like it when people do things for me. But so yeah, and she goes on ahead and orders her food and soda and all that. But so about halfway through the date, she gets up and says, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom." I'm like, "No, don't leave me, please." They usually never come back, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll be back in a little bit." I'm like, I'm kind of like, going into a panic attack. And she's like, "Just calm down, I'll be back as soon as I can." So, while she's gone, though, I'm sitting there and I'm cutting the, lemon. And I cut through the lemon, and half of it falls over onto her plate. And I'm freaking out again, like, oh no, what if, she thinks the water... I mean, not water. Wow, that's a weird word. Ugh, I can't talk. What if the waiter got me this? I mean, got her this without her wanting it or something like that. So I go on ahead, I go to pick it up, and keep in mind this is not a fancy restaurant, but they had candles around and all. And I knocked over one of the candles, and you're probably thinking I burned the restaurant down. No, I just caught my arm on fire. But I'm not realizing this yet. I'm sitting there, I'm talking to people, and not people, I'm on my phone, and everybody sits there and starts yelling at me, "Oh my gosh, that boy's arm is on fire!" I'm just, all of a sudden, like, I just noticed it, and then my date comes out, and she's like, "Oh my god, what did you do while I was gone?" And I freak out, and I just haul out of the restaurant with the managers and all trying to catch me down. I ended up leaving her with the bill. I mean, it's kind of obvious I ran out of the restaurant and ran away. I paid her back though, so I mean, I don't feel bad. But then I asked her for having a second date, and she just took my money and walked off, and I kind of felt bad. But first time experience. I can't think it could be any worse than that, but yeah, I mean, if you stayed for this long, I mean, we're going on 5 minutes now. That's kind of impressive. All right. I don't know when I'll post again. Maybe soon, maybe not. Who knows? But take it easy.